Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Well, I did a few things while you guys were gone because I had trouble taking that house. And I realized at a certain point that it got where I didn't have anything on my docket of what I was doing except for the Dark Brotherhood Forever and Miscellaneous. So what I did to kind of try and resolve this, I went out and got the Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, which put that Dragonborn main quest back on my timeline of things I need to get done. I also went and did Discerning the Transmundane. Still debating if I want to finish that out because it actually helps Hermaeus Mora. But you know, I think I've killed a couple quests, so I'm gonna double check that. And then I also but I had to get the Elder Scroll, so I went and did that. And I did the Awakening, so I actually started Dawn Guard officially. And even though usually it just sits in the game, after a while, and I've known this for a while, that my last character happened to, if you haven't played like a specific quest form for a long time, it will fade off of your list. It won't show up, and that's what happened. If mine weren't showing up, I think that may have affected me able to get the house. I'll see. I'm going to check that here in a minute. The Golden Hills Plantation, because I took a couple other characters over there and they got it right away. So I'm going over here now to see if it populates or not. I've basically been just staying at the save point and running in and seeing if it worked. It didn't work yesterday, but I'm hoping because I turned my game completely off, I'm hoping that changed, so we're going to check this out. If not, I'm going to go ahead and continue to get some other stuff done. So I guess I've goofed up my character a little bit by doing this way, but also I'm trying to get rid of things that are coming after me. Like that guar. Hopefully that doesn't glitch. Hopefully that's not part of the glitch. Some people said you gotta avoid the wolves. Some people said that you gotta walk right up from a certain direction. I haven't had that generally, so I'm going to try this now and see if the quest starts. If the quest doesn't start immediately, then it's still something in my character is broken. I'm also using a not as improved weapon, so I don't kill him right away. Yeah, you know, it's hard for me not to kill people right away, I guess. But the quest, I do not see the quest starting. So I'm going to say that it is still, whatever's broken in my game, and it's not all my characters because my other character can do it. So it's this character individually. So let me go back to the save point. We'll just load right there. Then I'll carry on from there and get go and do some other stuff first. I did go ahead and get Jordis the Sword Maiden. I went ahead and made her the steward at what's called. Oh, let me go ahead and what's called set up. Hold on one second. I made her the steward at Lakeview Manor. So I did finish the Lakeview Manor house. So that's no reason to die right away. I'm on the depth still. Okay, survival mode. I gotta recheck it. Also, they said possibly turn off survival mode when you approach. So I tried that, and then it didn't work. That's why survival mode was off. I was just trying to see if I can get through, but it did not reset. So I might have permanently broken the house, which I'll just accept that and just accept that I can't be it. I do need to get thing of each thing. But I think I've already killed my chances at being at getting all the Daedric items. So I don't know if I'll go ahead and finish that one or not. That's where you get it, and then you gotta go around and collect all the blood. There's one place you can collect all the blood, or if you walk back through the original kind of like way. I usually go through Minchalef to get the dragon Elder Scroll Dragons. I go through Minchaleff to get that, so I've already got that. I got Majol. I've actually already got her sword for her, so she's squared away and ready to serve. I was thinking about making her the plantation manager or steward, but can't get it to operate yet. So, and I also went and gave Lydia a set of armor as well, just to get her ready in case I need her to be a steward. But we've got all the three houses kind of set up now, so. So what I'm going to do, since it's got me started, I'm going to go ahead and get down here and go for the Horn of Jordan Windcaller. I'm going to go ahead and get that, the main quest line out of the way. I know sometimes people say they've never completed the main quest line, but we're going to go through it now. I was going to go around and continue getting houses, but that one kind of irritated me that I can't get it. So hopefully if I finish Dragonborn, maybe it'll glitch back into existence, but we'll see. I'll just save that house for the end. So that's how Skyrim is, though. Sometimes you do have glitches. I did know about that you can lose. The game will just forget that you're on certain quest lines if you don't do them within a certain amount of time. So that's happened before with my first character that I did this with, where I went through everything. So his wasn't as severe. I don't think he didn't get stopped from the house. But I'm also, one thing I have to admit is that the very first character I did this with, I actually went through everything first and got all the trophies before I ever added any mods. So it could be a mod conflict, but I tried a couple of mods to turn them off, turn them on, but then it worked for other people with the mods completely on, so, or other characters. So I just might have made a glitch on this character that won't allow him to get that house. But we'll deal with that. It's all good. Let's go up here and we're going to go ahead and try and get all the shout locations knocked out. And that's what we're going to be doing today. It's usually not too long of a trip. Oh, wait a minute, I'm overloaded. Yeah, I am overloaded because I was stupid me. I switched back to what's called modes, so I've got to go drop stuff off. So I do have a bunch of stuff I got extra though. So like I mentioned, I got the Falmer armor when I was in there. Set of that. Actually a set and a half. The regular set that's with the base game. And then I also got a couple pieces for the advanced Falmer armors that I kept. So I'm going to drop these off. Let's see what else I'm carrying that I can get rid of. If you see like characters in odd places, just don't be surprised because I put in the AI overall. All the NPCs, to include carriage drivers, have like little places where they sleep now. Things aren't always open, so you got to kind of play it by ear when you come into cities, if something's available or not. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go inside and drop all this stuff off. See if Lydia kept her armor on. I dressed out Jordan's the sword maiden. I gave her saint's armor. So she's dressed as a saint, wearing all the gold and stuff. And I gave Lydia the seducer armor. So she's dressed out in seducer gear. And if she doesn't keep it, unless you like take her with you, then she'll keep it. Okay, we'll shove things in drawers. I'll be right back. Yeah, this is kind of funny. This is now, for some reason, Janessa decided she's sitting in more maidens. This guy decided he wanted to come in and shop. So that's what the AI overall does. So I want to sell some stuff. I just brought you guys in for that. So I thought it was funny that Janessa's sitting up here chilling. About what? I don't know. I just think it's funny. Some stuff I'm selling because I'm not using it. close enough to overload it, then I'm just going to go ahead and sell it a negative. Already got close to $200,000, 200,000 gold on this character, so it's not really a big concern.
Good doing business with them.
Okay, let's go ahead and get over here.
Yes.
Get you together wind collar. I'm going to be smoking through here a little bit, so... Oh, wait a minute, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Start moving before I hit, I was trying to hit, record. I guess if you're out here, you guys do not read books.
Where do you want to go?
It does the same function, it's sometimes you have to look for him, he might be asleep in his little campground and stuff like that. We're going to go to, I think Markov or Morthal's closest.
Well, I'm back. I'll be off.
But now I know that about that plantation, I guess other people have had problems with it as well. Yeah, let's go to sleep before we leave. Oh, this guy's always out here. Sometimes there's always a, oh, what you call over here? We've got the sour notes of the tower notes over here. Like I said, in survival mode, it always makes sense to keep as many houses as possible. Get some sleep and then eat. And then we're off again. I forgot I could level up in survival mode, so. Still pumping what's called in here. Also, I've been increasing my illusion as well. I forgot when the last day or so when I've been playing, I forgot that illusion I had used at one point down, and now it's still needs to get put back up. check quickly to see if there's anything else I can make. I can't make anything, I ain't got no salt pile. It's not too far away. It's taking me the wrong way. I was trying to take me to find out what vampires are, because that's not what I'm looking to do. I hit the wrong one, sorry about that. Let me go here and wait dollar. That's all I'm looking for. There's a permanent ambush that's there. Anybody else want some? Yeah, I went ahead and decided to ride the Dapple Brown horse. I was one of the riding the dark horse when I was kind of more, I don't know, I felt the whole dark vibe, but his outfit kind of radiates more like ranger colors, like the kind of brown colors, so I gotta have brown hat and figured I'd get a horse to kind of match that. There's always people up here to fight for some reason. I don't know why. They don't explain themselves, they just attack. That's the advantage of this point in survival mode. You always got a campground right here, especially if you need to get warm or anything like that. But also, if you just need a temporary camp without building one, you can always run up here really close by and stop it. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm getting ready to go in, you guys. I did take a break. I had to go back to work. I didn't have enough time to finish, so with the bears this time. Yeah, you're gonna kill me with a pickaxe. This is the time I switch over to my fire stuff. That's the thing, they'll start with one thing, but if you've got enough stuff like opposite of what they're using, that sometimes will throw them off. Oh wow, I'm kind of low on healing, alright. Incinerate your ass. Yeah, they did try and disintegrate or try and become rough, but I got a little roughness back for them. I do gotta keep it close to the vest though, because I didn't know I was that low on healing. I usually stop and do a freaking healing up process. We got protections, you know, throwing up fire protection is probably the most prominent. I think I'm still on my fire resist shield. No, I'm not. I switched. Electric is the next kind of most prominent. Rarely do you see ice. Most often, evil mages will come at you with the electric. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Well, it got me kicked out, so I got the option of doing this all over again. So I went back and got myself some more healing and came back again. So I figured I already had a lunch break. I might as well come in correctly. So I did go get some healings and stuff. And we'll see if we can try this again. Go ahead and put my shock resist on right now, or fire resist on right now. That guy was going to come running. I had a feeling. These I got to run from because he's going to slap the ground and freaking do a ton of damage. That's one of the things that when you add spells, sometimes the spells are sometimes the spells that you add to your game can play against you. So that's a mod spell, the Flesh Colossus, and I was using that against me. So even as a mage, you gotta kind of think around things, what they're doing. Because he definitely just rolled up to there with a Flesh Colossus, and I'm like, okay. I run because I know that they'll hit the ground, and you get this big wave of flame that will crush everything or kill everything around it. I guess they took him out. Or I assume. Where's his body at? I don't know where he launched his body to. I assume Ariel took him out because he's not there anymore. And usually they'll leave like a body with like several black stones in it, and then I did not see him. That's one of those ones where the game has probably added it just to freaking frustrate me and give me a hard time. It was not actually part of the scenario, it just kind of popped up, so. I had no idea I was walking in with fire protections. Ooh, find you. It's not even that strong with fire protection, but just the fact that I've got shield, boots, and necklace all the same. Makes for a pretty good defense, especially got mages coming. I got one that I carry for each of the things I might be hit with: shock, cold, and fire. And as long as you're prepared for those and can switch quick enough. We've got the bone side, or the wrath side. I think I got one of these already. That's also a mod weapon that's in there. This comes with the, when you get the mod for the monster mod. Monster mod is what gives you those like different weapons and things up here with different creatures, especially draugrs. I don't think you can craft or smith those though. One thing on one of these playthroughs, I will met the guy that's all he uses is those freaking. Because even if you can't craft or smith with them, you can like enchant them. So you can still make a fairly powerful weapon. This is where we'll come out at. This is one of those times when I say, yes, I already have a wrath scythe. Whether I have one or not, I'm going to drop this bad boy because it's like 25 pounds, so yeah, I'm not carrying that thing. I'm sure I'll find another one at some point. Some of these tankards and stuff I'm carrying. Yeah, I've grabbed some stuff over time. It's just like too much. Or more than I actually need or want. glitch me out of there. Exactly how they want. Thinking about it. Let's do a quick temporary save there by pausing the game and waiting for an hour. You always got to think about that, especially if you've been going for a while. I don't know, some of those glitches now have me wondering about this character himself, that maybe there's something I'm missing or something I've done. I know the one thing that I did, and this might have something to do with it too. The one thing I have done is that this character, when I started it, he didn't go through the traditional way. I actually started in the realms of Lorcan and then came down, so that's something I might want to look at too. Maybe because he didn't start in Helgen. So I might do that with my main playthroughs. I think I already thought that I was going to do that anyway, where I make whoever's in a main playthrough, actually make them come through Helgen first, because sometimes that makes your game a little glitchy too. If you have Realms of Lorcan or alternate starts or things like that, anything that kind of like precludes like the whole beginning narrative, sometimes can be glitchy. I think. Don't quote me on that, but that's just a belief I have. That sometimes I've noticed. It's like you're a character, but the game doesn't recognize that you're a character. Oh shoot. I guess I'll just lock myself out of there. And go around back up again. No, that's fine. It goes around in a circle, you come across the top. But because I fell off, I lost that kind of advantage. Flesh Floss is a good spell, but it can be dangerous against you. Because once you put it in the game, it starts, all the mages all of a sudden have it. Or at least they're trying to flank me. Oh shoot. He gave me back his warhammer. just wasting time on me. It's dragging me down. Don't need them. I could boost my lifting ability right now, but right now I'm just rolling with the fire protection on. Because more than 90 times out of 100, or 90% of the time, you get attacked with fire. Really big enemies usually attack with lightning. Because lightning is one of the few things that people have defenses against our characters. That was a big thing when the anniversary edition came out. A lot of people took a beating from the vampire in the vampire home. The waiter, he's a big lightning thrower. And then Thonar in the Sainted Seducer is the main guy. He's a freaking big lightning thrower, so... At least I hit those bombs in the air. Drop fire on everybody. Everybody that could. Staff Enchanter. Level 45 chanting move. 56% stronger. I think I'll put this on my hat. So restoration, chanting. The hat I'm wearing, the brown one, is actually not enchanted at all. I might mess it up just there. You know what, I'm going to make another one later. Just keep that enchantment for right now. Just got the withered hat. Sometimes when you mess it up, you'll lose the enchantment. It'll still go down a little bit from that. Because I did the, what's called first. It's still down. The reason I rename stuff is so it matches what I'm kind of doing. Like I don't forget that I'm a witch hunter because everything is named witch hunter. But this is now called the Wizard Brown Hat. But here in about an hour it'll go back down. That's the hat I was wearing. That's what it should reduce back to around there. I don't know where that guy went to. There was a guy over there, but for some reason he disappeared, or maybe he went further down, or this maybe he died from injuries. And the guy laying there, so we'll claim he's dead. Okay, let's go out and get the Ethereal Shout. Ethereal Shout is in here if you don't know that. You don't have to kill everything in here. A lot of these are, like the skeletons are really cheap for some reason. I got 100 in destruction, so this destruction spell, elemental bolt, not the blast, elemental bolt is very precise and also very destructive. So if you're mage and you got Anniversary Edition, you definitely want to make a trip to Hop's Cave. There's a chest in there, has all the spells for Anniversary Edition. And Elemental Bolt is my favorite. Just because it's looking like a little strategic nuke. Ethereal Shout. I don't see a red dot now. So what we're calling good. I'm not picking up a lot in here. We're going to try and get out of here. We're almost, believe it or not, to the end because this is not really a long quest line. Or this portion. It's a pretty quick dungeon. It's not too. If you poke around and try and pick up everything, yeah, it takes longer, but not poking around. Dropping skeletons and you're gonna get out of here. Now this is the tricky part right here. You are going to need Whirlwind Sprint. There's a shout. I have done it without it. When I first got the game, I had no idea how to get through it. It was like, okay, I'm going to just sprint through. And you can do it, but you got to really just pump yourself. I missed it. What I'm trying to do, it opens at the gate, but I was trying to double whirlwind sprint through. There you go. Usually as soon as you see that lace gate open, whirlwind sprint then, and that gets you through. These are fire. If you stay to the rocks, you should be good. Okay. You made the mistake of jumping on the fire. I'm kind of immune to fire right now just because of the stuff I'm carrying. You made the mistake of trying to follow me down there. Yeah, I like the blast. It's like running around with a freaking sack of grenades. You just keep throwing it at people. This one freaked me out the very first time it happened. I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get fucked up. But it's a bunch of hubba for nothing. Because I didn't. It's like, okay, it's supposed to mess me up here. And I'm like, no, it didn't happen. What's going on? I was all excited. I took a break. I was like, oh, let me get ready. This is it. Nothing. You get a letter, a mysterious note from Delphi, Dragonborn. They need to speak to you urgently. Went to the attic room of the Sleeping Giant Inn at Riverwood, and I'll meet you a friend. She says she's a friend now. She's actually not. The reason I say that is because now you're going to have the opportunity kind of like to deal with her. We've already done the Civil War, so we don't have to deal with certain things, but you do have to deal with her to a certain point, and then you can walk away from the blades. It's really up to you if you want to play through the blades. I did it with a couple characters the first time just because I wanted to get it done and also kind of show you guys how it's done. But you really don't have to be a blade. Some people like them. Actually, I'll tell you quite honestly, I dig their armor. The armor and swords, I'm like, yeah, I'm blade. I was like really excited, and then it kind of peters out because there's quests just like anything. Like if you're a blade, just like the Dark Brotherhood, they will continually give you quests. So you can be a blade, and you will have something to do all the time. They will come up with locations of dragons and stuff like that. But if that's your thing, if you just want to go around slaying dragons, that's definitely something you can do. But I like doing other things too, so. But I do have a playthrough that's all he's done is a blade. He went through the Dragonborn all the way up to it became a blade. And that was all I did with him, just because I wanted to get all the stuff that was associated with the blade. I think there's a trophy also that you get. Some things you can only get if you do certain things. So when I made this game first and started doing this whole full legendary playthrough, I wanted to get all the trophies and everything done before I actually added any mods. So I had a main character that did everything, and then I had a couple side characters, about 5, that did extra stuff that I didn't want to do. So some people say, oh, how can you play Skyrim for so long? Well, you just gotta vary how you play. Or this guy, as far as being a mage, witch hunter, Bosmer, he doesn't have a playthrough like any other character I have right now. He does cross over into witch hunter stuff, but he's kind of unique because he's just doing spells and not wearing armor. Just running around like fisherman's costume with a modded freaking wizard hat. So really, that's the one thing I don't care what anybody ever says. The one beautiful thing about Skyrim is you can play any way you want to. I've seen people that have completely taken the game and just changed it completely to where it's not even recognizable as Skyrim. But I mean, that's them. That's them. That's what they want to play. I mean, that's the reason it's a freaking open-ended game. You can do what you want to in here. That's what's awesome about it. Also, another thing that's awesome about it for me is I like the graphics. And some people modded their game to where it has perfect, look like a picture quality graphics. I don't want picture quality. I like my fantasy separated from my real life. I know what the rain feels like. I know what the snow feels like. I know all that stuff. I really don't want that as part of my life. You know, just if I'm playing, I want to play. But right now we're going to go to my other house over here. This is another advantage of having houses that you can actually take. I believe I can take a ride through Rothgar if I'm not mistaken, or Riverwood if I'm not mistaken. Just by having the house and the extra little carriage here. Even though he's halfway stuck into a mod.
Where do you want to go?
Should be Riverwood.
Climb and back, and we'll be off. Once was a year old midnight. Riding quite uncomfortable.
So there you have it. We got to the first part of Dragonborn. I'm going to go ahead and finish this. Hopefully, at some point, I'll go back and keep checking to see if I can get that farm. If I can't, I'm just going to count it as a loss. I'll go ahead and finish out the rest of the game. Sorry for my scratchy voice. I don't know how that started. It just kind of kicked up right here as soon as I got off work. So it's kind of weird. But we're good to go. We'll go in here and talk to Delphi. We'll basically get to the next mission.
I'm the innkeeper. Attic room, eh? Well, we don't have an attic room, but you can have the one on the left. Make yourself at home.
We take the one on the left. Go in here, close the door, and she'll come in. There she comes.
So you're the Dragonborn. I think you originally is. Follow me.
Okay, she gave me the horn of the wing collar. Now, some people forget this portion. You've actually still got to go talk to Angir and give him the horn. So, that guy crashing on the floor. It's hilarious. Yeah, some NPCs never had a sleep mode to them, but the AI overhaul gives them all sleep mode, so sometimes you'll find them crashed out on floors and everywhere.
Come on, close the door.
Oh, she said close the door.
Now we can talk.
Now, if you really want to, if you don't want a house, you can use this area as a safe storage.
I hope you're right. Hi. I guess I'm getting pretty good at my harmless innkeeper life. You can't be too careful. Dalmore spies are everywhere. I am not your enemy. I already gave you the horn. I'm actually trying to help you. I just need you to hear me out. Like I said in my note, I've heard that you might be Dragonborn. I'm part of a group that's been looking for you. Well, someone like you for a very long time. If you really are a Dragonborn, that is. Before I tell you any more, I need to make sure I can trust you. If you don't trust me, you were a fool to walk in here in the first place. We remember what most don't, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Can you do it? Can you you devour a dragon's soul? Good. And you'll have a chance to prove it to me soon enough. You remember what most said, that the Dragonborn is the ultimate dragon slayer. You're the only one that can kill a dragon permanently by devouring its soul. Dragons aren't just coming back. They're coming back to life. They weren't gone somewhere for all these years. They were dead, killed off centuries ago by my predecessors. Now something's happening to bring them back to life, and I need you to help me stop it. I know they are. I visited their ancient burial mountains and found them empty, and I figured out where the next one will come back to life. We're going to go there, and you're going to kill that dragon. If we succeed, I'll tell you anything you want to know. Pine Grove. There's an ancient dragon burial near there.
Takes a while to talk her through all that, but you finally get around.
Good. Good. We should get moving. There's no time to waste. I need to get into my traveling gear. Give me a minute and I'll be ready.
So there you have it. I'm all finished with Delphine for right now. I'm still with her. You know, you're gonna have to talk to her, everything like that. Let me take the map
Let's
because
get on the road to Karstaag.
she's running around with it. I'll take that book too. But that's all I have for today. Hope you guys enjoyed the channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll be back again tomorrow. Have a good day out there. Bye.